How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Salmonian Sausonian. So patch 2 was released a couple days ago, and it fixed a lot of issues in the game, including lagging in the city and making contact dunks happen less often. And my personal favorite one, they buffed interior defense. Now, if you watched my last video, I talked about how interior defense basically used to make no difference whether it was at a 25 or a 95. But now it's finally fixed, which means a whole lot of people that made players with no interior defense are going to be in a lot of trouble now. I had made a couple builds that had 25 interior defense, and then I had my LeBron build, which had a 50 interior defense. So I do think I'm going to be sticking to the LeBron build because of that. Now, does this mean every single build that didn't have interior defense on is going to be trash now? No, I don't believe that. If you made like a playmaking shot creator point guard like a lot of point guards are in this game, then I don't believe you need to have interior defense for that build. Because you're mostly going to be playing defense on the perimeter, and as long as you upgraded your block all the way, you're going to be able to get chase down blocks, which for the most part is really the only type of interior defense you're going to be playing as a point guard. Because as a point guard, you're going to be guarding around the perimeter, and if they're able to drive past you, you could use your block to get a chase down block. You don't need interior defense as a point guard because it's not like you're going to be sitting in the paint and waiting for someone to come take a layup or dunk on you. But if you made like a center build with no interior defense, then I definitely think you should make a new player. And I really hate to say that because I'm sure a lot of people grinded a center with no interior defense all the way, and now they gotta restart because of this update. I tried to warn you guys that they were gonna update it, but I'm really sorry to the people who have to restart. I mean, that just sucks. I would hate to have to restart my player because of that. But now moving on to the forwards, if you made a small forward or power forward, this is where it gets a little tricky if you should restart your player or not. Because everyone knows the most common build in this game is the 6'7" scoring machine power forward. Everyone made it because of the amount of badges you get on it. Now, unfortunately, in order to get all of those badges, one of the biggest things that you had to do was not put interior defense on, because that lowers the amount of badges you get for some reason. So does this mean that the 6'7" scoring machine power forward is no longer a good build? Not necessarily. But it would depend on how you planned on using the build. Because a lot of people basically use the 6'7" scoring machine power forward almost like a guard. They like to handle the ball with it because you could get pro dribble moves. They like to take threes because you could shoot. So if you're using this build as a point guard or a shooting guard, then you don't really need to worry about upgrading your interior defense on that build. So if you're using that build in a similar way as a guard, then I think you're fine. You don't really need interior defense. But if you were planning on using this build as more of a big man type of build, sort of like a stretch 4, then I would personally recommend that you should maybe restart your build. Because if you're going to play as a big man in this game and not have any interior defense, you're just going to get cooked in the game. Because even though they sort of nerfed contact dunks, if you have a 25 interior defense, you're going to get dunked on every time, regardless. Same thing with the overpowered post scorers, you're not going to be able to stop them at all. So if you're planning on playing like a big, definitely put interior defense on. But if you're playing like a guard, honestly, don't worry about it. 25 interior defense isn't going to be that big of a deal if you're a guard. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Let me know down in the comment section if you're going to be making a new build because of this update or not. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'm going to be releasing a few more build videos because this update sort of changed the type of builds that we should all be making. But if you haven't seen that LeBron build so far, make sure to go check that out because I think that's the best build that I've made so far. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching and have a splendid day.